Want the best sport and iRacing graphics? Sport Graphic creates custom graphics, videos, logos, iRacing paint schemes, suits, and helmets. We also create social media graphics, Twitter headers, Facebook covers, and more. Visit our website for more information and to view examples and the latest designs at sportgraphicdesign.com. We strive to be the best of the best. The best graphics are made here at Sport Graphic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here. We're live. New Samira. Short track action. K&N style. Gotta love these cars. WINSTEL Cup Series. Man, it ought to be awesome. And actually, we're already seeing some awesome racing going on in practice so far. But nonetheless, man, I think it's going to be... I have no clue what Michael Finlayson's doing. He's trying to do a two-wheel Joey Chitwood show out there. But anyways, these guys are about to put on a heck of a show here in the WINSTEL Cup Series. We're live here, OSR Network. Joe White up here with Justin Richter. What's going on, Justin?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
About to get set, man, to do some awesome racing here, man. On some K&N style cars, and these guys, man, are about to put it to the wind. Short track excitement, man. These guys, I don't know, they wow a bunch.
Yeah, K&Ns are a lot of fun to race with, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how these guys handle them here at New Smyrna.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cool, man. Well, I'm showing 21, and I think, yeah, because they don't have a admin in here, so it'll be 21 of the best, man, and WINSTEL Cup has to offer. And you know, some people call these the ARCA cars, some call them the K&N, which they call the K&N on iRacing. So we'll stick to that. What do you think?
I call them the K&N personally, but that's just because they primarily race short tracks.
Yeah, true. Well, this is definitely a short track. You know much about New Smyrna?
I know that it's in Florida.
That's probably about as much as I know about it, too. I'm not really familiar with what it is. I know it's short. It's got a little bit of banking to it. And with 21 of these guys out here, and I tell you, I don't know if you've kept up with the series so far. Well, these guys, man, anything can happen here.
Well, anything can always happen, especially at a short track like this with these cars, because they're really just, they're a blast to drive, and anything can happen with them. They can be tight one turn, and the next turn they're spinning out.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know the WINSTEL group, man, about as good as I do. These guys, man, good bunch here, man. Bunch of Canadian guys in here, too. Oh, we got a couple American guys, but, you know, I think Brendan and company, man, they're from up above us here.
Our friendly neighbors to the north.
Yeah, you know, and we were talking earlier about the temperatures and how cold and hot it was. Well, they definitely cold.
Yeah, it can be pretty cold up there.
All right, man. Well, let's see what we got going on here. As, I think they're in the midst of their drivers' meeting, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they are.
Yeah, I kind of do a little different here with these guys. Is actually I do. I like actually doing a lot of in-car interviews if I can, which on a short track like this, it's going to be kind of tough because by the time I do play the replay for the viewers, well, these guys are going to be back green flag race.
Yeah, especially when tracks are this small, cautions don't take very long.
And I see there's a dude out in the chat named Cruz. He's out there already going woo.
Well, good. We got excited fans.
Hey, man, we always got excited fans. I love it, man. That's what these people come out for. Fans here, New Smyrna, and Ryan Doucette, man, he's out there doing donuts already, but I think we're getting set, man, here to go for qualifying.
What is happening in turn one?
I have no clue. Who knows what happens in turn one? That's what I'm saying, man. Who knows what happens in anything at these tracks?
That's
These
true.
guys, man, wild. Oh, we should be doing some qualifying here. And the one thing about this league, man, I've never been able to understand is while qualifying goes on, and normally I can flip it over to qualifying, put on the most exciting, and it'll show them. But in here, they don't ever show anybody. It's like they're invisible cars.
Qualifying only shows up if you're in spectator.
Ah. there you go. Well, that might be a. Well, that's not true because I've done spotter on the other leagues.
Even when you're a spotter, it shows up?
Yeah, it did because the Monday Night Thunder. When I do theirs, I'm a spotter with them.
It shows up there because it's an open qualifying.
Oh, wait a minute. They're showing Lisa. Finally. Well, it'll show her because I'm actually spectating on. That's something I've been wondering. I'm going to say that is a her, right?
I've never heard a guy called Lisa.
Well, I haven't either, but, you know. Hey, never know. Never know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I believe the reason that she showed up was because that's the one I'm actually spectating on, so. It might be right the way they have this one set up as to when I'm spotting, it won't let me do it. But on the Monday Night Thunder, I don't know how they have theirs set up, so I don't know.
It's because in Monday Night Thunder they have open qualifying, whereas here they have lone qualifying.
Right. Well, yeah, they probably set it up as open over there, and then they call each one out one by one. I don't know. Anyways, hey, right now, let's see who's on top. I can tell you who's on top at least. Because, look, unlike the last race we just did, the long 200 lap one we just did at Michigan, all these guys are showing up. And right now I'm showing Ryan Doucette as the man up front.
Well, I can say that those thunderstorms that have moved through. It is sunny right now at my house.
Is it hot outside?
Probably.
What do you mean probably? You ain't went outside yet?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm lazy.
Oh, well, all right. I hear you. You said it. I didn't. All right, well, folks, man, I want to appreciate everybody coming out here, man. As always, it's WINSTEL Racing Series. I'm going to tell you, these guys are about to put on a heck of a show. New Samira, and like I said, I don't really know much about this track, and Justin said he knows about as much as I do, that it's in Florida, and hey, I'll go along with it with him. So we're here live, OSR Network. We're doing YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, and Twitter, and we're bringing it to you, man, here. It's going to be awesome. Me and Justin going to call this action here as we're in the middle of qualifying. Keying in cars. Who's your favorite out here, Justin?
I've seen Zach Campbell race the most, I think, out of these guys, so I'm going to go with him. Well, I've seen Michael Finlayson race a lot. I think I'm going to have to choose between Zach Campbell or Michael Finlayson, and if I'm going to choose one, Zach Campbell.
Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, Zach Campbell is a bad, fast cat. Michael Finlayson's always fast. There was another one out here I was thinking about. Yeah, I think Zach Campbell's about, yeah, he's probably one of the fastest.
So, who do you think would win? One of these guys or Wahad, whatever his name was?
Wahab Tari?
I think so.
Tari.
I don't remember.
I know it was Wahab. I know that much. That guy was fast. Ryan Nolan. He's a good guy. There you go, Waylon. Heck yeah. All right. Well, Oh yeah, Waylon, are you racing tonight in the ARCA series? All right. Well, I think qualifying's over with, man.
I believe you're right.
All right. Well, that puts Brandon. I'm going to show Ryan Doucette, the man on point. Oh, we're right. Think so. Yep. Ryan Doucette, the man putting it on pole tonight. Zach Campbell sitting in second. Lisa Ryan, wow, pulling up there in third. Not bad. Ryan Nolan sitting in fourth. Michael Finlayson fifth. Andy Trupon. That's right, Trupon sixth. Joshua Robinson 7th, Dalton Alexander 8th, Andrew Hill 9th, and Thomas Ogal, I hope I said that right, in 10th. As we look through the rest of this field, man, and not only did it have some awesome names here in this league, some awesome drivers at that too. So anybody's ball game. I always like to say star-studded field. I don't know, you already said your favorite, Justin. I might have to agree with you. Zach Campbell's pretty fast.
In row 2, we got a row of Ryans. Lisa Ryan, Ryan Nolan.
Yeah, there we go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Alright, well here we go. We're going to actually set sail here and see what this thing looks like, man, I tell you. Some nice looking cars out there.
Yeah, there are. I like that 87. He's got a cool car.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
They're all cool cars. I just like that 87 because it's bright.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, I believe we're going to go green this time.
Yes, sir, we are. Here we go. I want to tell you what, Zach Campbell on the outside there. Number 77 man on the inside. Here we go. Lights out on that pace car. It's about to set sail. Let these machines take off here. These guys are going to have 110 laps, man, of some furious side-by-side, door-to-door style action here at the short tracks. Heading off of turn 1 there. 2-2 all the way back.
87 didn't get the greatest start, but in that lap 20 could get on him. But he got a good exit off the 2, that's going to allow him to challenge the 9 for 3rd and maybe get closer than second.
You're breaking up bad, Justin. I'll tell you what, I thought I saw a car up in the wall. Right now, these guys, man, are putting it side by side. And number 30 machine and Joshua Robbins looking good. Right behind him, we've got a good battle. The 94 machine. That's Brandon McGee right there. He's got Brett Fozzie on the inside of it, looking good. Man, I tell you what, NWO right there behind him, awesome machine. Man, they are beating and banging already.
I wanted the 14 or just
Still breaking up, man. Yeah, we apologize. Justin, he's up here sounding like a robot. Waylon, if you can still hear me in the chat, if you got the team speak, jump up here just in case, man. Justin, man, can't get straight, man, on his mic thing. He's working on it. Anyways, while he's working on it, I'm going to start sitting here talking. That's what I like doing. And now Ryan Doucette, man, out front. Zach Campbell trying to run him down, though. Andy Trupont right there, man, in 3rd, looking good. And old Michael Finlayson right there in 4th. Ryan Nolan, though, he is door to door. And he almost took the clam chowder machine out. Well, that stacked the field up behind him. You think you sound a lot better now, Justin?
Do I?
Yeah, you sound better now.
That's good.
I don't know what's up, man. So I got Waylon, man. He's, we'll see if he'll come up in here just in case.
I don't know why it's doing it either.
It's hard telling, man. It could be the internet. But right now, though, man, this is the thing, boy. To keep up with all this action here is Nicholas Doucette, man, in number 51. He is door to door right now, wheeling that machine around, looking good. What he's doing, he's got the 30 on the outside. It's Joshua Robbins behind him. They're 2x2 stacked up. And, man, these guys, man, are putting on a show so far. And I'm quite surprised that nobody has knocked somebody out there in the grandstand yet.
Yeah, it's been really good. They've gotten nearly 10 laps now without having a caution, which is really good for a short track like this with this many guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, right now looking very good, man, as we getting set here. All right, still here with you. right, sorry about that, folks. What's going on, Michelle, out in the chat? How you doing? Well, right now, man, you picked a happy Sunday indeed because you got a lot of excitement here. I tell you, me and Justin earlier, we called a whole 200-lap race at Michigan. Go direct check that thing out. That was a Rumar Vinyl Design Creation race. Right now, though, the WINSTEL Cup guys are putting an awesome show on. They got the 98 machine, Philip Snipes right there. He's got the NWO Machine for Life out there. And old Folger's machine right beside him. That's the coffee can running around this awesome track right now. Looking good as they're door to door. Darn good race that they're having right now. So, right now we're going to see what we got here. So we're riding along with Philip Snipes, and he's looking really good, man, as he's actually not bad. Man's in 15th spot. So we go through this field. These guys actually doing a lot better than I thought here at New Samira because they're taking a little easy. They're all single file. Got a slight banking to this place. So that's kind of cool. And right now, though, and I tell you what, a lot of patience. That's kind of crazy, man, to say for this group of bunch. But we're lap 17 here of 110. Like I said, riding along with Zach Campbell. Seeing what he sees out the machine of that one right there. Let's watch on the dash cam here just for a second. Hang on just a minute, folks. All right, here we go. I had to cough there for a second. My bad. Well, I want to appreciate everybody coming out here because, man, this is short track racing. Race 2 of the day here with OSR Network. And been a busy day here, and we're not done yet. Got one more to go. So, if you like racing excitement, or if you just like racing in general, I hope, tune in for that one because it's going to be interesting too. More K&N style cars here later on, but right now we're not done here. New Samira Speedway. And I tell you what, riding along here with Lisa Ryan, and she's looking good. Been out there at number 19 machine, an 8th spot. Brandon McGee took that spot away from her up in he's in 7th. So I don't know, man. Right now it's not bad. Sounds better.
I flipped routers.
Oh, okay. See if it comes in. We'll see if it hangs with it pretty good. Right now it is a new school out there. Yeah, it's a good race so far. I mean, this guy's very, very patient to be a short track. Darn good racing right now, man. Wheel to wheel and Dorn around this place.
A lot of single file action going on around the track.
Yeah, right now, man, these guys have been very patient, and sorry about that, folks. I tried to get choked up on my own self here. My sinuses, man. I tell you what, if you ever had sinus problems, don't. There's your Surgeon General report from Doc White and OSR Network. You know, that's the part where you're supposed to say something and laugh. Just trying to tell you, man. Come on now.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. My dad was yelling, so I was closing my door.
Man, I tell you what. Well, right now, good battle going on, I think, for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right here. So we got Michael Finlayson. He's on the inside. That 22 machine. That's Andy Trupont right there, looking pretty good. Zach Campbell. Is that Zach Campbell? Is that a slow car?
That's a slow car.
Okay, well, they got around a little lap machine there. They were trying to get around it. But boy, I'll tell you what, right now, good battle going on between these two cats.
Yeah, they're side by side for about a lap now as Finlayson tries to get around Trupano. He looks like I would think the Intel will have more advantage, but it looks like Andy's is able to hold his own up there on the outside. Finlayson will clear him that time through 1 and 2.
Absolutely. Yeah, Michael Finlayson, he's going to take that position away in third spot. Sorry about that. I don't know. He was in the chat a minute ago. I was talking to him earlier. So I'm not sure. Hey, I'm surprising right now. We're at lap 31 of 110. No cautions.
This race might end in 30 minutes.
Well, we've had a couple of them in that fast here. We did a dirt track race the other week. I don't know if you got to see that one, but boy, it was awesome because they did the dirt track at Eldora with the Legends cars. Man, those things look like a bunch of mad weed eaters motors out there, man, screaming around that track.
Sounds interesting.
Well, have you ever seen those? Hang on a second. Have you ever seen those cars behind that big pace truck? They look like a bunch of clown machines.
Where they show the clown and he's like hunched over in the little car?
Yeah. Look at them little bitty Legend cars. They was behind that big pace truck on Eldora, and it looked like a bunch of clown cars, man, behind them. I was like, holy cow. And then when they took off, it sounded like a bunch of hornets' nest of bees taking off.
There is a big group of cars. There's 11th and 12th, 12th and 13th are trying to pass some lapped cars going down the front stretch. That's about 6 or 7 cars in that one pack.
Yeah, it's good racing all over here, man. You know, the one thing about short track racing, kind of hard, man, to take up a lot of the areas here and find what we got going on, but you know what? Let's go to the blimpy cam. That's what I like to call it. Right now, you're right, man. Back there, that's going to be right there with Joshua Robinson, Nicholas Doucette, Thomas Ogle. I can't even say his last name. You know how to say his last name?
Ogle?
Ogle. Sounds good to me. Thomas Ogle. It's probably, might be right, might be wrong. We'll go with it. How's that?
All right.
Sounds good. All right, well, right now, Joshua Robinson looking good. Nicholas Doucette, like you just said, though, we're watching the eye in the sky right here. I caught the blimpy cam, and a big blip. And Jose Solis right there. Man's in 13th. He's got Philip Snipes right behind him. Old Waylon Lamb. He gets a kick out of these guys' names. He goes, man, they got a bunch of hard names out there. I mean, yeah. The only reason I know some of them is because, well, I've done this league a couple times and heard those names so many times and kind of got fried in the brain.
Zach Campbell has been able to stay right on Ryan Doucette's bumper for the lead the entire race, but he hasn't made any moves to pass him, which kind of makes me wonder what's going on there.
Yeah, I mean, right now, you know, Ryan Doucette's got a good car out front in that 77. Zach's right there, not quite on his back deck lid, but here he's looking on the inside. Now, I'm wondering something. I don't know this track that well, but I'm wondering if this is almost like a one-groove track.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a case of, well, like here, I mean, they're going through some lap traffic. The problem is, I'm just wondering if he tries to go on the inside like he's trying right there, he can't get the run coming off the turn, and he probably end up losing it. I mean, because he is all over the back end of it. If he tries to go high, well, he probably push up into the wall.
Yeah, and and it's kind of weird because we saw earlier, I think it was with Finlayson and someone else at the beginning. The outside was better because they were getting the run on the exit. The inside could go for it in the tree, but they would just slide up and the outside would get a run and take off. So it's a good point.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's like you just said though. It's interesting to watch these guys. I'm gonna watch from the flag stand here. Watch these guys, man, just blow by here. I mean, the most of the field is single file right now. We're at lap 46 of 110. I'll tell you, for a short track, I'm quite impressed right now with what these guys are pulling off out here. You know, normally we come out here, we watch short tracks, man, and I've watched a lot of them. Well, so we say that, we're under caution.
I think the 21 of Scott Howell spun on the backstretch.
Yeah, boy. All right. Well, let's go back on the replay here and let the viewers see it. But what I was about to say is very impressed with the fact that, you know, there wasn't any cautions and these guys went out here beating and banging. But I mean, nonetheless, still, even with this here, yeah, he just came off the turn and man, that must be like a bump there. He just lost it coming off the turn. Well, you picked Zach Campbell as your favorite. It's not a bad pick.
Yeah, he's been doing well running up there behind Ryan Doucette. And maybe with this caution, he'll be able to get past him on pit road, or maybe he'll be able to get run on a restart. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. 4 tires and fuel. That's the name of the game right here. So let's see what we got. Let's see.
It actually looks like Andy Trujillo got second on pit road, and that's going to put Zach Campbell in third.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Ryan Doucette, man, the man out front. But Andrew Trupon, I think it's Trupon. I think that's how it is. And you're right, Zach Campbell's going to be in third. Ryan Nolan. Now, I know him. He's actually he's the champ over at the Racing for a Cause late model series. He's the defending champ there, so he's got that New England clam chowder machine, as I like to call it. That New England wrapped all around that thing. Looking good. Michael Finlayson sitting 5th. Brandon McGee right there 6th. Brett Fozzie 7th. Dalton Alexander 8th. Thomas Ogle right there 9th. And Lisa Ryan in 10th.
Who did you say was the Racing for a Cause champion?
Ryan Nolan is the late model Racing for a Cause champ. Man in 4th spot. 87 machine.
This is the car that said I liked the paint scheme earlier.
Yeah, he actually was a teammate over there too, and I think it was Andrew Hill, if I'm not mistaken. They both of them had simultaneously styled paint jobs with New England on them. So here we go. We're going to get set here to go back green flag racing. This guy's about to take to it here as pace cars in. Ryan Doucette, the man's going to send him off here to turn number 1. Racing off there. He gets a good jump, man. So does Andrew and Andy DuPont right there. Ryan Nolan, though, he is door-to-door wheeling it with Zach Hall right now. Zach Campbell, excuse me. I got too many Zachs, man, in these.
Zach is actually going to fall back to 4th now. Ryan Nolan gets around for 3rd. And they're all going to have their eyes focused on Ryan Doucette for the lead.
Yes, they are right there, though. Good one. Oh, Michael Finlayson on the wall. Going to jack the field up just a little bit. At 94, Brandon McGee fires on the inside. Looking good. Brett Fozzie right there. He's in 7th. He might be a beneficiary of here, but I'll tell you what, single file racing up there. They're all nose to tail, wheel to wheel. Boy, I tell you, right there in the back, we saw, let's see who that was right there, the 51 machine. Nicholas Doucette, well, he was wheeling that thing coming out of the turn. Everyone is in a very tight group, single file, very tight group.
just slowing most of the tail as Andrew Trupon slipped up a little through 3 and 4, and Nolan looked to the inside and wasn't able to get there.
Yeah, no doubt. Right now, I'll tell you what, here these guys, man, are looking good. You know, we talked about it. Now we mentioned it here and there. All right, that good shot. I think that's a wall shot or something like that. It's actually start-finish line, if I'm mistaken. My bad. Yeah. So, Joshua Robinson, man, he is still here. Ryan Doucette is the man still up front now. At 18, Zulu Machine. He just went flying by, looking good. Well, these guys, man, are putting to the win here. Lap 58 to 110. You're right. By the time get this thing done, they're flying by some laps out here.
Got a battle for 4th place with Brennan McGee, Zach Campbell, and Michael Finlayson.
Yeah, those cats, man, are up there, man, with 2-2. Oh, got a car in the wall hard. Ooh, I think that was a 45 machine back there. Yep. Boy, he spun. We saw it a little bit live. We'll go back on the replay here, though, let the viewer see it. I think it's a case of, man, he was just coming around the turn, probably got loose. He punched that inside wall hard. Now his car looks like a mean bulldog. He's coming out of the turn right here. It just spun sideways, nowhere to go. Boom, right to the wall. Now that thing, like I say, it looks like a angry pug dog out there. Mad at the world.
You know, I'm surprised some of these guys are pitting, because that was only, what, 10-lap run? So I would say stay out because it's a short track. Track position is going to be really important. If I'm in the back, like the very back, maybe pit, but if I'm up front, I would have stayed out.
Well, what about fuel?
That's true. I don't know what the fuel run is here.
Yeah, I mean, well, the reason I say is because the way it's been going, and not to say that's how it's going to be the end, but the first, probably half of this race so far, went caution free. If it goes caution free the rest of the way from here, knock on wood, hopefully it does. You got to think about, you would have to make a pit stop. So now is the question of, do they have enough to make it all the way to the end?
Do they have a fuel limit in here?
I don't know. It's a good question. A question I don't have an answer to. What do you think?
Oh, no.
Well, we want to welcome everybody out here, man. We're here at New Smyrna Speedway. WINSTEL Cup Racing Series action. K&N style here. Short track. These guys are beating and banging. Actually doing pretty darn good to be a short track. So I want to appreciate everybody coming out watching as always. I mean, these guys, man, put it to the wind, and awesome racing, man, nonetheless. But we're not done for tonight. Got one more race after this. ARCA Series. So check it out. Some more K&N style racing here. Going to be around 9:15 for that one. And look, it started raining where I was at too, by the way.
I sent you some rain.
Yeah, I know, need it. Well, I'll tell you what.
Well, Ricky Howell, I think, was thinking the same thing I was. He stayed out. He'll be in first place with Ryan Doucette to his outside. Then Ryan Nolan, Brennan McGee, and Andrew Chupon round out the top 5.
You're right there. Andy Chupon right there looking good in the 5th spot. Ryan Nolan sitting in 3rd. Here we go. That pace car is going to take that hard left turn. And shoots off down the pit road. Oh, Ricky Howell, you said he stayed out. He's going to lead him off into turn 1, the Zulu car. Boy, he's got Ryan Doucette on the outside, who goes wide the turn. And he's got his hands full of Ryan Doucette. And Ryan Nolan. Ryan. Bunch of Ryans up there. Boy, he's in the wall. That stacks the whole field up behind him. You guys had to take a base of movers. They are still 2x2. And to tell you what, can you just feel, I think the energy is about to raise here just a little bit. These guys are about to get a little more excited up front.
Yeah, and they're 2 by 2 for about 7 rows deep here as they go off into turn 1 and 2. And this is getting really tight here.
Yeah, it is right now. Business is picking up, as I like to say, because these guys are getting very dicey up there. Now they go into the huge wreck. Almost a huge wreck, but I do not know how that was not a massive, massive pile up back there as the Kodak machine was taking pictures, and he almost took an awesome picture there because, boy, it stacked that field up behind him.
I don't know how Dalton Alexander did not kept that car from spinning.
Absolutely, man. I tell you, he definitely did a good job, man, doing it. Oh, Ricky Howell blinked out.
Looks like those no pit strategy didn't work.
No, he's stuck on the outside, and these guys going to freight train right by him right now. Michael Finlayson on the inside at a 51. Finlayson's in the wall. Oh. I think that's Finlayson in the wall. Yep. Wow, I hate to see that. Caution out again here. Yeah, you can kind of tell these guys are starting to get racy now.
And well, the crazy, I think it's a scary thing is what I'd call it about racing like that. One simple mistake, like what happened with the 4 and the 14, can take out the entire field if it happens at the wrong time. Luckily, Dalton was able to keep it straight. They survived a couple more laps until Michael had his issue.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, it was a darn good job. I will give it this. So, let's see.
Pit strategy.
Pit strategy, right.
Ryan Doucette faked out the rest of the field and decided to stay out. Zach Campbell stayed out with him, but everyone else came in.
Sure did, didn't he? Well, with that said, see if we can get a talk here with old Ryan Doucette. Ryan Doucette, is Joe out in the booth. Got a copy?
Oh, what? Hello?
Is this Ryan Doucette?
Yes.
Well, Ryan, this is Joe up here in the booth. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Well, right now you're doing awesome. You're the man out front leading this thing. Although everybody behind you went into the pits and gets tires, we're at lap 73 of 110. You think you got the car to be able to bring it home here?
I've got a good amount of confidence that I can. I wouldn't say I could win, but I'm staying in the top 3, I think. This Papyrus Chevrolet is real fast tonight.
All right, well, good deal. I tell you what, man, awesome looking set of cars out there tonight, and some. I got to give all you guys hats off credits, man. We're here at New Smyrna Speedway. It's a short track, and y'all haven't killed each other yet, and it's just awesome. So most of the time I see short track racing with these cars or any other, man, those guys look like a bunch of guys been in a demo derby. But hey, my hats off to you. Awesome racing side by side. Good luck, guys, gentlemen. See y'all at 110. All right. Well, he feels confident, kind of. It kind of feels like though he doesn't know if he's going to have enough to bring it on home.
Judging off of what I've seen him do already tonight, I think that he'll have enough because he's got him, Zach Campbell, Brandon Cruz-Monsivice, and Philip Snipes have all stayed out. So he's got a cushion behind him, but it depends on how quick they can get around that cushion.
Yeah, track position might be the key here because it is a short track, you know, and laps will click off pretty quick. You're right, Brandon Cruz-Monsivice, the guy we haven't talked about, started 15th, currently 3rd. Got that LSR TV machine looking good up there. And right now, about set here, Justin, to go back green flag racing again here. New Smyrna, pace cars in. We're going to see what old Ryan Doucette can do as he gets fired off into the front. He gets a good jump along with Zach Campbell right there, Brandon Cruz right there behind him. So it's going to be a matter of time. They're stacked 2-2 in the back there. Oh, the 94. Oh! Ouch. Man. What's that?
That was a hard hit.
That was violent. Man, somebody better go get that man some headache medicine after this one. Let's watch this thing here again. And I don't know if you saw what I saw. He hit the wall hard. The 94, you know, they were all behind Brandon Cruz, and obviously they're on better tires. Ooh, the 19 got checked up. 94, and at least just got in the back. And oh man, it was a violent hit, and just knocked him over like a little turtle, man. That's all I had to say about that. Wow.
He got hit in the right rear by the 4, and then turned on the side, and he hit the roof of the car into the wall. That had to hurt.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, what's going on? I hope I say this right. Tegan Atkins Leslie. I'm going to say it's probably supposed to be Leslie Atkins Tegan. Or Leslie Tegan's Atkins. Or we'll just say Leslie or Atkins. How's that?
I think Leslie's the easiest.
Probably. You're right. I agree with you. Well, we're going to be lap 80 here soon. And, you know, we were talking about Ryan Doucette. Zach Campbell's right behind him. We're going to be right beside of him. Andy Trupont right there is going to be behind him. And Ryan Nolan's right there. So his cushion's going away a little bit.
Yeah, he's not got any protection from behind. Zach Campbell is outside. Everyone else got swarmed on that restart, and so now he's going to have two fast cars with fresh tires right behind them.
Yep, absolutely, right there. Well, yeah, and I think it's just going to be a matter of time before they come around him, or, I mean, well, I don't think we're done with cautions. Call you Tegan. All right, we'll call you Tegan then. How's that?
Oh, they're going to get double filed here as they go into turn 1 at a slow pace of about 40 to 45 miles an hour. Ryan Doucette and Zach Campbell take up the front row. Andrew Chupon and Ryan Nolan in row 2. Lisa Ryan, Jose Solis, Andrew Hill, Joshua Robinson, Brett Falsey, and Michael Finlayson in the top 10.
Absolutely. Well, here they come. They're about to set sail here. Pace cars coming out of but I can't run this race. I couldn't run this race either. I don't feel bad. Either way, yeah, these cars are awesome. Well, we got more of these cars, Michelle, if you like these cars. And we got a big wreck. Yeah, an old saying, Justin. Remember what it is? Cautions breed cautions.
You're just talking like, you like these K&A cars? And we got a big wreck. I was like, oh no, what happened?
Got a big wreck. Yeah, well, Michelle out there said she likes these cars, and if you like these, we've got more of them. Right now, though, oh, looks like the 20, man, he got a good jump. Zulu car there. Oh, I don't know what happened on his end. He got a little help, maybe. And, oh, the 42 up on 2 wheels back there. Whew, that's 47, excuse me. Not what he wanted. That was real William. I ain't even gonna try his last name. William.
I think he's French.
Because
he's from Canada.
I just think he's William.
We could do with what we did with Wahad earlier and call him WB.
That's true. WB. Well, it's not really bad, Tegan. If you'd have came up here at the beginning of the race, actually it did pretty darn good. Ran about 40, 50 laps for the first caution. And, you know, the old saying, though, cautions breed cautions, but here's the thing you got to look at. We're at lap 85 and 110. It's about go time here soon. So, you know, these guys are going to turn the wick up. I mean, it's a short track. I was surprised they didn't kill each other, man, as it was, but, hey, nonetheless, looking good.
Well, we're going to have less than 25 to go when we go green here, so that'll make it things even more interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Waylon, you didn't message me back, man. What's wrong with you? Hang on a second, do a sound check. All right. We sound good. We look good. Well, I don't know. Maybe you look good. All right. What's next? We got the ARCA Series, Monday Night Thunder Series right there. Disabled Veterans ARCA Series. They're going to be at Iowa. So that ought to be interesting with some K&N style cars. Right now, we're not done with this one yet.
Man, it's a night full of K&N.
Absolutely. It's K&N night. Well, here we go. Pace car's coming out of turn 4. Is going to shoot off down into pit road. And the man out front, Ryan Doucette, boy, he gets a jump. As soon as that pace car took off, he took off. He knows if he doesn't get out front, these guys been on those newer tires are probably going to run him down. Zach Campbell back there. Now, he's the man that's loving these cautions. I will say that. Right now, the 2x2 in the back. Awesome right here.
Ryan Nolan is the first car on fresh tires. He's in third, and he's looking at those front two. And he looked to make a move to the inside of Zach Campbell, but he wasn't able to get there in time for the turn.
No, he wasn't right there. I tell you what, they're getting awful dicey in the back end. Because like I say, business about to pick up. Going to be at lap 90 or 110. Folks, going to be 20 more laps to go. Man, these guys are getting awful slidey out there. And we're in the caution.
Oh, you do that, and we're in the caution.
Well, the Zoo Loop car looked like you're down there now. It looks like a Fruit Loop. So I don't know what happened. Let's see what the replay shows here. 48 machine, boy, I tell you, he's not having the day he wants. He got the last caution, and he's out there just battling around. I think he got an eel handling car. That thing's just not. They're 3 wide back there on this replay. NWO for life back there throwing wrestling moves. Oh man, and the 18 just punched the outside wall. That thing's right there at pit road. He ain't got a toe far.
Well, once again, looks like there's going to be some mixed pit strategy as Ryan Doucette and Zach Campbell both stayed out again. Ryan Nolan, Andrew Hill, Brett Fozzie, Lisa Ryan, Michael Finlayson, and a couple others stayed out. But guys like Andrew Chapon and Josh Robinson all pit. So
you think it's a smart move to pit at this point, or should have stayed out? Because it looks like we've got about, 7 cars stayed out.
I think that track position's too important that they should have stayed out because there's too many people that stayed out that everyone that pit is not going to be able to get up to the front in time, I don't think.
Well, Ryan Doucette's a man's been able to improve track positions king right now, especially with these cautions. And I don't think, like I say, I want to knock on wood. I hope it goes green the rest of the way. But I just don't think, man, this one is settled as far as cautions go, because these guys are about to hammer down on some pools out here, man, at New Smyrna Speedway. WINSTEL Cup Racing Series here for the K&N style cars. It's been a good one so far. I got to give them credit, man. These guys, it's fun to watch, especially short track racing like this. You know, I mean, we sit here and we talk. But Ryan Doucette, he's making a believer out of these guys out here that old tires aren't so bad. You ain't got to be so quiet, okay?
Well, we're going to have, I'm assuming we're going to have two to green this time. We're going to have about 15 to go in a restart. Ryan Doucette and Zach Campbell up front. Ryan Doucette's probably in the best position. I think Ryan Nolan's in the second best position because he has fresh tires and he's on that second row on the inside. Oh, well, he doesn't have fresh tires, but he has better tires than the front two. I think if Zach Campbell can get in line, he can hold off Ryan Nolan for a little bit. But once Nolan gets the chance, he's going to get around Campbell, I think.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'm with you. I think it's going to be one of them interesting things. Ryan Doucette, though, he's loving his cautions because he's not wearing his tires out for one. Keeping him, kind of cool, so to speak. So we'll see what happens here. As that pace car's in. So Ryan Doucette's about to take off here. Look very good doing it. Heads off into turn 1. Gets another good jump out there. Zach Campbell's coming with him. They're still tagged 2-2. Now what they want to see is Ryan Nolan be up there battling with that 20 machine because that's going to help them out. Yeah, Justin's having a few issues from the mic side. He sounds like he's roboting around here.
My robot again.
Every once in a while it'll crack. Ooh, Andrew Hill, boy, almost, no, well, that's actually Michael Finlayson, excuse me, almost lost that machine coming out of the turn.
They're starting to single file out front. There's still a big pack going on, though.
Yeah, big pack right behind them. Right there, the 20 machine and Michael Finlayson, they are just, boy, they're eel handling machines right there. As, look, y'all, my wife's bringing my food. I don't know what it is, but what in the world? My wife done brought me a hamburger in here the size of like a 50-cent piece. Man. Oh, we got a wreck. Man. What in the, who are you going to give that to?
This is the rest of Brandon. He got slaughtered.
Oh, Lord. Man. Wow.
I figured you'd get a kick out of it.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Hey, shut the door for me. Oh, okay.
So what exactly did she bring you?
Well, they went to eat. Today is my oldest one's birthday. So watch this replay on this right here. So watch this. My oldest one's birthday today. He turned 22. They went out to eat some restaurant, and ooh, man, Michael Finlayson just got turned. Luckily, the whole pack didn't go with him there. But I told her to bring me something back, so she brought me something back. She brought a thing in here that had a, it was a hamburger. It's actually called a slider. That's what it's called. It's called a slider. That's what it's called. And that was a small, shut the door, babe. Small little hamburger. Shut the door. A small little hamburger come in here with little french fries. I mean, thing the size of like a 50-cent piece, man. I said, what am I supposed to do with that?
Well, we're going to have less than 10 to go here. This will be interesting.
Absolutely. Well, and guess who's still out front? Ryan Doucette. So those Don pit stop has paid off right here for him. And just to let everybody give an update I got the right sandwich now. I got the quarter pounder with cheese.
Quarter pounder.
Heck yeah, man. You don't like McDonald's?
I didn't say anything bad.
I love McDonald's, man. Me and the MCD, we like each other. Yeah, well, especially the size of that thing. I mean, that thing was like little. I mean, all that do is just make me mad looking at it. Yeah, I'm serious. If I'd ate the thing, I'd been like, really? My stomach would have just growled because it would have got ill.
You would have been like, after you ate it, you'd been like, bring me 5 more of those.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And the problem is, they probably been, $45 later for like 5 of them, because they probably cost like $5 a piece at that place. You're only getting you're not even getting a quarter of the cow. Oh no, see, Michelle, I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. I couldn't go without fast food. Well, you're right. We're gonna have 10 laps to go here when they go back green.
We're going to have 5 to go.
Oh, my bad, sorry. I'm looking at it wrong. 5 to go. Well, if there's a caution comes out this time, guess what? It's over with. So, Ryan Doucette's looking like a king, man, after that pit stop he made earlier on. So here we go. Going to settle the stage here tonight. New Sim500 Speedway, WINSTEL Cup Series action. Ryan Doucette, boy, he gets those jumps out front. That's what he needs, because he's got a hungry Zach Campbell right there on his back deck lid. Ryan Nolan has to go, because that caution come out this time, and they're awful dicey in the backside back there. Man, look at that storm of cars back there in the back. Wow, they're 3 wide. Let's go to the blimp cam, because we're going to get to see the whole field here. As man, they're still stacked 2 to 2 in the back there, nose to tail up front. Lap 107, 110. We're going to click these laps off. Ryan Doucette, he is holding his own up front.
Do you think if Zach Campbell gets a chance, he's going to bump him?
Well, he could possibly do it. He's got to get to him first, though.
Oh, trouble.
Oh, they're caution out, and that's going to end it for us, and it's a big one. Well, I'm going to tell you what. Man looks like a genius now, because he said he didn't have the car to pull it off. But guess who's the winner tonight? Ryan Doucette. Let's go back and watch that wreck here. We saw it on the blimpy cam. That's what I like calling it. We was up and high and wide, right here riding along with the number 3 machine, Good Rent Chevrolet. One thing about it is now, he's going to need a lot of parts. Well, it started with the 78, boom, hard hit. 3 went up on his 2 wheels. 54's back there spinning. That's Jose Celis right there. Wow, 47, man, another hard hit. But folks, right here now, tonight's winner, Ryan Doucette. Awesome. And you gotta love it. Gotta love it. That guy, man, held on and is going to be the winner tonight.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting when you were calling up there. It's just insane. Whenever there's a wreck, just to call it out, and that was a big one. I could tell it was going to be big.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, here we go. He's going to take that checkered flag here. Man, what a race. Awesome race, man, right there. Congratulations to Ryan Doucette. Zach Campbell's coming home in second. Ryan Nolan, man, is going to be the man right there in third. Wow, what a race.
They're right after the finish.
Yeah. Trying to see. I don't see Ryan Nolan in the team speak. You see him in team speak? Ah, there he is. Man, just. Where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. I got it. All right. Well, I'll let you interview second, third if you want.
Okay.
We'll bring up old Ryan Nolan. Man, who finished here in third place tonight. New Samara Speedway.
Ron Nolan, Justin Rick from the OSR booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I've got you.
Well, you got third place. Probably could have wanted, or I'm sure you wanted to get that win. But Ryan and Zach were so dominating on the restarts. What was it about the restarts that allowed them to get such a big jump on everyone?
Well, obviously Ryan's controlling the restart, so he's just setting the pace, and it's up to the rest of us to try to anticipate that. And it seems like the outside line was the preferred line on restarts. But I think we had 2 or 4 fresher tires than the leaders, but just couldn't get a long run to make it work.
So if you had have gotten to Zach and Ryan at the end there, would you have given them the bumper? And if so, how strong would it have been?
I would have just turned right on them. I would have just wrecked them. No, totally joking. No, I don't like to race like that. I would try to race them clean.
Well, you got anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank my fiance, Brennan, for putting everything on, my family. And yeah, it was just a fun race for us.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to your team.
Thank you.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, that's our third place man tonight here. So let's bring up our second place runner. That's going to be old Zach Campbell here tonight. Turn 4. Yeah, we got 4 of those.
Zach Campbell coming home with a second place finish. Do you think you had anything for Ryan Doucette at the end there?
I bet I could have, considering he was on a few lap older left sides there. Just if we got a bit further into the run, I bet I could have got something. But I mean, overall we had a good run. I mean, after the disaster of the last 2 weeks, we fired Andy Petrie and we got Larry Mack back up on the box, and we're running a bit better. So we're kind of delayed tonight.
Well, the second place seemed to be a really good spot for you, especially on the restarts. You every time you and Ryan were on the front row, you would immediately jump down behind him. Was it that he was getting that good of a start, or were you just kind of hoping that there would be a gap there and that you would just fall in?
It was really more of a situation where up top I was spinning tires a little bit, especially with the hump coming out of turn 4 here. So I was just trying to get as good a restart as possible to get in front of Ryan Nolan, just because the top was so OP tonight. And as long as you had the top, you really had the track position there.
Well, do you have anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
I'd again like to thank Jesus Larry Mack there, my Lord and Savior. He made that call to stay out and got a second place tonight. Like to thank Brennan McGee for putting on this league. I know he wasn't very happy with tonight's race, but I enjoyed it, and that's the main thing, is if your drivers enjoy it.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, tell you what, that's our second place man tonight, Zach Campbell. Done a good job. Well, we'll head off here down to Victory Lane because, man, a really happy guy. We talked to him before one of the cautions there. He was unsure if he could pull it off because he made a pit strategy there, stayed out on older tires. It worked out for him, though. Tonight's winner, Ryan Doucette. Ryan Doucette, did you like the booth? You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked with you a little bit before on the other caution. You stayed out on older tires. You didn't think that that was probably going to work out, but a lot of late cautions throughout the run here, and you was able to control the field. But did you think at any time maybe those guys were going to come up there at any time, maybe battle with you?
Yeah, I definitely thought that Zach and Ryan were gonna have something for me with there. Because I think the last time they pitted, they had taken 4 and I had taken 2, and I thought the 4 was gonna prevail, but I guess the 2 worked pretty well with the advantage of being able to control the restarts.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, we were talking up here in the booth that track position is probably king, and you proved that. And I think there on that very last stop, about 7 other people stayed out. So I think they were actually kind of getting the drift that, hey, look, maybe track position was the king there, but hey, it paid off for you. You're the winner tonight. New Samira Speedway for the WINSTEL Cup Series in the K&N car. Ryan Doucette, got anybody out there you want to thank for that?
I gotta thank David Hoots for throwing all those yellows. I gotta thank Mr. Bodine in the pace car for pacing us all those laps. My tire guy, Ryan Newman, and Zach Campbell for not passing me on that green flag run.
So Ryan Newman switched from driving to being your tire man, huh?
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, that's news. You heard it first here. I know it's our network. There you go. Well, again, congratulations, Ryan, man. That was awesome, man. I tell you, it was an awesome race out there. And a heck of a pit strategy, nonetheless, stay out. Good move, man. So congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I like these guys, man. They got great sense of humor, too. You know what I mean? So, let's go down and run in order here tonight. Results. Ryan Doucette bringing it home here in Victory Lane. Zach Campbell right in second. Ryan Nolan in third. Brandon McGee right there in fourth. Andrew Hill in fifth. Andy Trupont in sixth. Nicholas Doucette seventh. Dalton Alexander 8th. Michael Finlayson 9th. Philip Snipes in 10th.
Lisa Ryan takes home the 11th place position. Thomas Ogle takes home 12th. Joshua Robinson comes home 13th. Jose Solis, I'm going to call him, 14th. William Boisvert, 15th. Brett Falsey, 16th. Brandon Cruz Montefice, 17th. Ricky Howell Jr., 18th. Scott Howell, 19th.
And 21st rounds out here would be Dale Robertson. And I'll tell you what, with that note, Justin, I tell you, man, this short track racing, New Samira, you got to love it. And these guys put on a heck of a show. The first about 50 laps or so, green flag there. And then obviously, you know, towards the end of the race, you know, a slew of them. But, hey, cautions breed cautions, short track racing, you know, kind of the tempo picked up a little bit towards the end of the race, but loved it, man. And, hey, want to appreciate everybody coming out. Got any thoughts about this race?
It's a really good race, really fun to watch, and a lot of great drivers in it, and had a lot of fun broadcasting it.
Absolutely. Well, with that note, folks, we're not done yet. Check out about 9:15 tonight, Eastern Standard Time. We're going to Iowa Speedway for some more K&N Kart ARCA Series action. Disabled Veterans ARCA Series for the Monday Night Thunder Series guys over there. So, see you there, man, about 9:15. Appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you again.